Welcome back to the Notre Dame Anti-Dynasty, where today the number 13 Notre Dame Fighting Irish are facing the 1-1 Maryland Terrapins, who are average, because they're 1-1. Yeah. Notre Dame is breaking out the pinstripe uniforms today. This is the uniform they got their first win of the series in. They played a neutral site against Oklahoma. Now, if you want a snapshot about how this game in general is going to go, we're just going to show this play right here. 3rd and 19, can't be stopped. It's really sad, but Maryland does hold them to a field goal, so perhaps not a perfect snapshot, but I think you get the gist. Maryland proceeds to do literally nothing on offense, and then they just let Audric Estime run all over them like this. Like, I can't even do anything about that. I guess there was no safety help there. I guess that's why you keep safety help, but I'm not sure even that would have helped. Later on, Maryland, driving down, has a chance. They're going to pitch, and then they're going to fumble the ball because why not? And Notre Dame recovers because that is their prerogative. They are a turnover-making machine. Seriously, I don't think I've ever seen a team with more takeaways than them. Notre Dame loses the ball, or they give the ball back, only to take it back once again. Yeah. And that one probably should have been taken for a touchdown, but the lineman blocked the quarterback into the returner. Anyway, that sets up this 55-yard field goal, which of course is good because that kicking slider, last I checked, is jacked up a little bit. So yeah, that's your halftime score, 13-0. Maryland did literally nothing the entire time. Whenever they had an opportunity, they blew it. But we're not quite done yet because it's the second half, and now Maryland is going to do a shimmy shake and go for a touchdown. By the way, that was not intentional. That just happens with the remote I use sometimes. It just happens for better and for worse. Anyway, late in the third quarter, Tyler Buckner, he's going to find Chaz Wesley in the back of the end zone for a Notre Dame touchdown, so the Irish do respond. But guess what? Their response is not done because we have got an interception, and more than an interception, we've got a pick six. And just like that, this game has gotten completely out of hand. I mean, it's pretty hard to come back from a 20-point deficit. I mean, Navy's done it before, but that was a couple years ago. And, yeah. Now Maryland, they're not totally done. They do drive down, and they're going to score a touchdown here, so good catch by Ty Felton. But, yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit too late. Too little too late right there. Good to see you're feeling better, but that's it. Yep. So a very quick first game. We want a doubleheader today. Notre Dame stomps the Terrapins. It wasn't ever really close, and a defensive player got player of the game with 10 tackles. It's pretty good. And that'll be that for game number 1 this week. 27-14. Notre Dame wins. Fairly dominant defensive performance. Tyler Buckner did well, but we don't care because it's the defense that really deserves all the recognition, with plenty of interceptions and notching up 3 sacks as well. They forced 6 turnovers on total. Like, it was just ridiculous. Anyway, outside of that, we have the Texas game. The Longhorns coming into South Bend. It's not quite a top 10 matchup, but it's pretty darn close. The Longhorns come into this one with the 3rd best scoring offense in the nation, 9th best in yards. Notre Dame is pumped up for this one. They're trying to prove to the nation that they are indeed back. Texas is excited for this one, a chance to get a win over a big name brand that's not named Oklahoma. And the first thing that we're going to do is completely lose the scoreboard. Like, totally. We can't even tell what down it is, how much clock is left, but one thing we can tell is that that is an interception by Xavier Watts. It was Xavier on Xavier, and Watts beat Worthy. After which, Notre Dame proceeds to do this fantastic, spectacular job of blocking. Like, that's not even a bad play on Texas's part. That was just a phenomenal blocking job, and as a lineman at heart, it really does do well to my soul to see a play like that. Now let's go to a studio update, because why not? And number 6 Miami goes to 4-1. How much you want to bet they didn't kneel the ball? And then TCU beats Iowa State, complete opposite of real life. Texas, they're going to get it there to Bell, and he's going to get the first down. Is this, Blue, sorry, not Bell. I can't read. But is this a sign of things to come? Answer is no, because they take an 8-yard sack right there. give the ball back immediately to Notre Dame. And on the very first play of the next drive, I have no idea what the safety was doing there. I can't tell if it was the remote not working or if I just took a bad angle or both. I don't know. But it's 80 yards to the house for Jake Dawson. 2 for 2, 99 yards. That's a pretty good average per completion and attempt. The Leprechaun's happy, and I bet every single Notre Dame fan is happy. So what do we do? Well, Ewers, he's going to run out. He's going to try and find someone. He's going to launch it deep, and he's going to find Sneed, because why not? And why is he always targeting Xavier Worthy? I guess not always, but both interceptions have gone to Xavier Worthy, or were intended for him. This is not working out so well for the Longhorns. And Audric Estime, more great blocks. That's just a terrible tackling job by Texas. Like, that's just sad. Incredibly sad. And we're already at a 3-score game. This is number 9 Texas, the most talented team that Notre Dame has faced so far. They get a sack, again, loss of 9. And they're up by 3 scores. And then get this. It's another interception. Is it really a surprise at this point? I mean, this game's already gone off the rails, and we're a quarter and a half way through. They do hold them to a field goal. That's the highlight of the day, I guess, for Texas. But if you thought we were done, you're mistaken, because we've got another interception. Xavier Watts again. He's sort of surrounded, and he didn't really get good blocks there. But, you know, that will lead to another field goal. By the way, both times, I'm pretty sure if Notre Dame went for it, they probably would have scored the touchdown. So it's only 27-0 Notre Dame lead at halftime. Only 27-0. Well, if you like what you see, or even if you don't, consider subscribing for more content. Right now I'm going through a busy semester at school, so I can't guarantee that I'll regularly be able to do it every week, but I try to do it at worst every other week. So every 2 weeks, you get to see some of this, which is for better or for worse. Sometimes I wonder what my life has come to. And then I look at how Texas is doing, and I realize I'm the one throwing those interceptions. And I get even more sad. Anyway, continuing on that trend, Ewers is just going to launch this one deep, and I think it's become clear that Xavier Worthy is just clearly a mid-tier receiver. Like, if he can't catch any of those, then man, he must really suck. Not really. I just knew what I was doing when I put that interception slider up to 100, and yeah, on 3rd and 16, still a touchdown, partially rolling on top of the defender, by the way. That was one of the longest tackle animations you could ask for. This is miserable, but misery loves company. So we're going to keep it up. Another interception. This one goes to Trey Roberson, and he will be stopped at about the Texas 45. That's 6 turnovers. Ewers is wondering what he's doing. I wonder the same thing, because I'm the one throwing the ball. And then Buckner is going to drop back, and would you look at that? It's a touchdown! Wide open end zone. Now, spoiler alert, this is going to be Notre Dame's final score of the game. So let's see if Texas can come back from a 41-point deficit. No, it's not happening. Xavier Watts again, and is that Xavier Worthy? I think it is! I can't tell, I couldn't read the back of the jersey. Is he number 84? I don't know, I don't really care. But 3rd down and 11, Notre Dame's not scoring, so you know what this must mean? It's an interception for Texas. Can Allen take it back? He has some blockers who do literally nothing, and they don't score. And if they're not going to score on that play, you already know what's going to happen on this play. It's another interception, this time for Jadon Mickey. Yep, this is happening. They do get the ball back, and with 5 seconds left, rather than kick a field goal, they're going to throw the ball 2 seconds, but they're not going to spike it and kick a field goal to preserve their dignity. They're going to throw the ball, and it's going to be short, literally by an inch of that end zone, and the Texas Longhorns will get shut out. So I think I can confidently say Notre Dame is back, folks. Oh my god, this, I kid you not. Games like this make me want to destroy the controller and quit the entire dynasty, period. But then I remember, hey, this might be the last season if it keeps up, so I can persevere on that. Buckner had a good game. Good game on the ground, too. Buckner actually led the team in that as well, surprisingly. And then receiving game, it helps when your quarterback is dropping 80-yard dimes. But Jake Dawson, well, actually, he was the guy who got that one. 94 yards for Lorenzo Styles as well. Look at the defensive side. Oh, boy, it was a feast today for the defense. 4 interceptions for Xavier Watts. 1 to Roberson, 1 to Mickey, 1 to Snead, and 1 to Hart. And that's not even counting the sacks. 8-1 is your turnover ratio. I'm surprised Notre Dame didn't score more points in the fourth, quite frankly. And next week, they're in the top 10. They're number 8, and they're going to what I've heard is little brother Texas A&M in the state of Texas. We'll see if that holds out. They're only 2-3, so we'll see. Hopefully next week, maybe in 2 weeks, we'll see how it goes. But I hope to see you there. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a nice day.